All right, let's do a little bit of mic check right now. Mic check one, two. Hello, everyone. Hope we're having a fantastic day. It's great to be here. If you are joining us in the chat in this live session, I would really appreciate if you can just say hi so that we can know that you are already part of us here. So that would really be nice if you can just say hello. So I'll just wait for maybe, let's just say 10 minutes. Let's wait for everyone to be part of. Hi, Ultrasound. Hope you're feeling great today. Ultrasound Music, thank you so much for joining us. I'm so glad you're here. Um, let me quickly say this before we start. There's a very big celebration going on in around my area, so you may be hearing a lot of that. You may be hearing a lot of that sound in my background. Please, let's just ignore it for now. There's nothing I can do about it. Also, I just really want to be able to do this today, because the last time we couldn't do it, but this time around I've made up my mind that head or tail we have to make sure we do it. So if you're joining us, thank you so much. I'm so grateful. As you're joining us, just say hi so that I can shout you out in the chats. So let's just wait for maybe a few minutes. Let's just say maybe 5 minutes. So in about 5 minutes, we're going to start with the topic of today. So basically, so thank you, Ultrasound. Hope you're. All right, happy to hear you're fine. Thank you so much for joining us. You were also my first. You're also my first guest. Well, let me see, my first viewer the last time. So thank you so much for your support. I'm so grateful. Now, if you are just joining us and you are not subscribed yet, please subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate that. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers before the end of this month. So I believe you guys. I know you guys can do it. Just click the subscribe button. It's very fast. It takes like 30 seconds to do. So thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Um, it's almost 5 minutes. Once it's 5 minutes, then I would actually start today's topic is we are going to be discussing about we're going to be discussing about waiting for the best waiting for the best setups. And today also we're going to be switching to our real accounts. um I've mentioned it before that I'm not so because I'm just new to this live trade the live trading in the live streaming. So I'm not very I'm a little bit uncomfortable with trading in front of everybody on the real market. But I'm going to try this night and let's see how it goes. I really don't know how it's going to go, but I really want to do it for you guys because a lot of people have asked. They've really asked for this. They really want me to trade live in front of everyone, and I'll be doing it tonight. So if you can just stick around, that would really be amazing. Also, if you have not subscribed yet, please, I really want you to subscribe because we're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. I know you guys can do it. So it's a matter of just clicking that subscribe button. That's it. So thank you so much for joining us. So we're almost there right now. Okay. All right, let's start. uh Glory Simba, how are you? Oh yes, 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 yes. I remember now. The money management thing. We're gonna discuss it. Thank you so much for reminding me. How are you doing today, Glory? Hope you're feeling great today. It's nice to have you here. Uh there's somebody just said okay now. Thank you so much for saying okay. Sorry, I can't read that language. your name, but I really acknowledge your presence. So thank you so much for joining us. This is really amazing. Now, like I said before, I'm going to be trading live, like real in my real account, in front of everybody today. It's the first time I'm doing it, so I really don't know how it's going to go. And the thing is, I'm still not comfortable doing it, but I feel if I don't if I don't begin to do it in front of everybody, I may never be able to. Yes, I know it's Arabic. Yes, it looks Arabic. I really wish I could read Arabic right now. That would have been amazing. But no problem. I would try my best to see what I can, how I can do a few things. Uh, so thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate. It's nice to have you here. So thank you so much. Um, So, like I said, I'll be trading live my real account, in front of everybody, and I'll be talking about. So, I'll really appreciate if you guys can stick around. Now, I'll be talking about my money management, my risk management pattern. Now, I usually don't talk about it, and the reason why I don't talk about it is because number one, I believe that risk management is per person or per trader thing. Like it's not a one size fits all. Everybody, like okay, some people say don't use more than 4% of your balance, but the question I will ask is, if you are not going, okay, your name is Yaya. Yaya, how are you today? Thank you so much. Thank you for giving me that translation. I'm so grateful. Yaya, thank you very much. Yes. Yeah. So as I was saying, the thing there is, it will be the thing there is, I believe that when it comes to risk management, every person has to assess his or her own risk on a trader by trader basis. And the reason why I say that is because number one, if somebody says don't use more than 4% of your balance, now currently now you look and see I have just $20 now. What's 4% of $20? Now at the end of the day, it just does not make sense for everybody. But what you can do is you can assess your own risk management and say, okay, fine, how much am I willing to lose per trade? Like, okay, for example, if I have 20 now, how much am I comfortable losing? Now, that's a very good question to ask because that would help you to be able to assess your risk as a trader. You understand? Now, especially if you are just starting and you don't know what you are doing, I personally would tell you, just if you have $20 like me right now, just trade $1, because what you are going to be doing basically is really more about trying to test the market. And most of the time I would now, this is not financial advice. I need to let everybody know. You understand? It's your risk. You are the one that decide to enter the market with your own money. You understand? You have to take responsibility for your own risk. And if you actually make any success, you have to take responsibility for it too. You understand? I'm not going to be responsible for anybody's failure or success. You understand? I won't say it's because okay, you watch my channel. No, trust me. You understand? A lot of people have watched a lot of videos on YouTube, and it still did not make too much difference for them. But the thing there is, really, really, if you are going to do this, I personally would advise anybody who's just starting to start with a demo account. Now, let me tell you why demo accounts. A lot of people have seen me use the demo accounts, and you can see the way I use the demo account is slightly different from the way most people use demo accounts. The demo account is there so that you can test your strategies and know if this one works or if this one doesn't work. Now, the demo account is also there so that you don't have to risk anything while learning. Hey, Gemworld, how are you? Welcome. It's nice to have you here. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm so grateful that you're here. You understand? Gemworld is one of our very super fan. Yes, yes. Thank you so much. You understand? So, the thing there is, so I personally would tell anybody, if you are just starting, don't just go in the demo account. Practice practice, practice. And anytime you are in the demo, practice as if that's your real money. I'm telling you, it's a life changer. You have to take it seriously, the same way you will take your real trade seriously. Yes, you understand. Now, that's one thing about my risk management. Now, let me tell you about my risk management. Basically, uh, let me quickly enter into this. Basically, this is how I manage my risk. Let me change this pen to black so that. Okay, good. This is where I do it. For example, maybe I have like $10 here. Just bear with me as I. So for example, I have $10 down here, then I have $100 here. Now, this is what I do. You see, when you have small amounts, you go big. The bigger your amounts, then you go small. I'll repeat what I just said. Normally, I use percentages. I don't use amounts like dollar amounts. No, I don't. I don't use dollar amounts. I don't enter the market with a certain dollar amount. No. What I do is I use percentages. And the reason why I do that, I'll let you know, is because most of the time I don't want to be calculating how much I'm willing to lose, how much I'm willing to gain. No. What I do is when I have small amounts, what the thing is, it can range from anything like 25% to, let's say, 6.5%. Sorry, let me do that again. So to about 6.5%. Now it may be smaller than this sometimes. You understand? But first thing I do is, you have 25%. What's half of that? What's half of that? Half of 25% is 12.5%. So now, as this amount is increasing, I'll be going down. You understand? So if I'm entering this market with 25% now of this, I'll be going with $2.50. That's the amount I'm going in with. You understand? Now, as I'm going higher, I will half this again. So what's half of 2.5%? Half of it will be 6.25%. So you can see where I got this 6. Yeah, okay, it's meant to be 6.25. Let me just change it. So it's meant to be 6.25. Let's go again. 6.25%. Now, if I get anything above, maybe, let me say $300. If I get anything above $300, let me just. If I get anything above $300, let me just increase this. If I get anything above $300 here, now I can begin to half 6.25%. I will show you how it works. So half of this now probably be 3.17, thereabouts. 3.17%. You understand? Now let's go here now. So imagine we have 6.25% here. You understand? That's 1.25 in this place. Now what I would do basically is I would click on this. You can see I'll just click on this, then click this box. I'll set this one to 2 and I'll click half. You understand? Now if I have enough money here, you understand, the percentage you just half itself. You understand? It's currently at, let's put back at 6.25. So if I have enough money here, it will half itself. Now the reason why I went back to 5 is because over here now, if I half this now, it's going to be less than 1. You understand? Now that's how it works. Basically, that's how my risk management structure is. Now, it may not go well with everybody. Some people saying, okay, some theorists or some purists, let me put it that way. Yes, but that's how I do it. You understand? And I'm not saying anybody should follow my pattern. No. No, I'm not saying anybody should follow my pattern. I'm just explaining how, because a lot of people have asked, how do you do it? How do you do this? This is how I do it. So I'm explaining to everybody now. Now, that's just how it is basically. Now I'm looking at this. I'm looking at this market here. Let me quickly show you what I'm looking at. Now I can see that we have this first touch low, second touch lower low. You can see. If price comes into here, we may have an opportunity. Now, but I'm looking at this. I'm looking at this momentum going into this entry. I may not take this trade again. Why? Because of this momentum. It's great. Unless I see a good reason to take the trade, I will not take it. I will not take it. You understand? Currently, I'm going in with 25%. The downside of going with this risk management strategy is that if you lose too much, you can empty your account very fast, because you only have four shots right now. We only have 4 shots right now, the way it is, you can see. Now, what I would probably do is I'm looking for more confirmation. So I'll go to lower time frame to see if I have a supply. Now, this is a very good supply, but I'm looking for a supply above something here or here. Now, I found one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for this supply. I'm going to wait for price to come into this supply before I take the trade. And if price doesn't come into that supply, we are not taking the trade. It's as simple as that. I'm not going to stress myself over it, because this is a very crazy strong momentum. Look, you can see it doesn't have any gaps, and the candles are what? They are almost equal. Now we may still have that red candle after this breakout, but I'm not going to take this trade now. It's suicidal if you take that trade right now. We need to wait for this supply area up here before we can take the trade. That's how you wait for best entries, for your best setups. Now this already set up. It's giving us a good setup here. We have first touch low, second touch lower low, but we cannot ignore this wash of buyers just beaming into this entry. No, we cannot ignore them. No, we cannot. Even though this is also a very good supply area, and it has a lower time frame. You see the supply. It has lower time frame entry. I'm still not going to take this trade because it's not enough. You understand? Now, if I see a very good reason, maybe a very huge gap up on this round number, I can take it. We have a gap up now. I'm still not going to take it. You can see. We have a gap up already, but I'm still not going to take the trade. Now, we may still have that red candle happen. Sometimes you just have to let it go. You understand? When things are not panning out the way you expect in the market, let it go. See, it's not a do or die affair. You don't have to take that trade. No, you don't have to. You understand? Because most of the time, we try to tell you, okay, when the market does this, do that. But a lot of people don't teach is when not to take a trade. You understand? There are certain periods you don't have to take the trade. No, you don't. You don't. It's not compulsory. It's not a must. You must take the trade. This area is a very good supply area, but I'm not still going to take that trade. You understand? Because you can see we're meant to go with the sellers. If we had gone with the sellers, you see what's happening right now. Now, if we have a gap up now, it's no gap up, no confirmation. We are still not going to take that trade. But we have a lower time frame entry here. We can take advantage of this lower time frame entry. Why? Because this momentum is broken now. You can see this momentum is broken. If price comes up here, we can go with the sellers and expect a reversal from here. You understand? It's as simple as that. That's how to wait for the best entries, basically, because this might just be a fake out. Like, they might just make you feel as if, okay, it's safe to take the trade. There's no confirmation. You cannot take the trade now. You cannot. Now, even if it gives us a red candle, as we expect, we let it go. You understand? Because sometimes We traders, we like action, we just want things to happen, but yes, but at the end of the day, if it's not going to be in your favor, then why bother yourself? Basically, you can see it's a tug of war between the buyers and sellers. We would have lost this trade if we had gone with the sellers. I hope somebody's learning something here. See, guys, if you are not subscribed to the channel, you understand. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. Please, I beg you, I want you to click that subscribe button right now, as we are right now. It takes like 30 seconds. Just click it. Thank you so much. Um, so basically, now we have a gap down now in favor of the buyers. We're not taking this trade again, but we have an entry up here, so we can wait for this entry. Now, usually, what I would do is I would just mark this as a favorite. Okay, it's marked as favorite now. You see, this third breakout did not happen the way we expect it. We'll let it go. We look for other trades, but I'm expecting something here. Basically, let me try and open my big screen. I've not actually opened my big screen to. So let me deploy my big screen so that I can see things in. Okay, price is coming into that area now. That's good. So if you are just joining us, you can say hi in the comment section. If you are just joining us, you can say hi to the comment section so that I can shout you out. You understand? While we wait for this trade, let's see. I'm currently trying to deploy my big screen so that we can see clearly here. Okay, I can see. Okay, we can take this trade right now. So we'll immediately price enters into this area. We'll take the trade. We're not going to hesitate. It doesn't matter if we cannot control every scenario in the market. So we cannot control everything. So basically, now if we have a gap up, that will really be amazing. Okay, we'll take the trade now. So now you can see now. Look at this market. Look at this market now. We have this Marabuzu candle. Usually, Marabuzu candles are reversal candles. You can see. Now, it has given us a sign that, okay, fine, we can have a red candle after this already. You can see now. Now, there's always temptation that if you're expecting a red candle, you want to take more trades when the price goes up. Yes, I fall into that temptation sometimes, but this time around, I'm not going to do that. You understand? Just like I told you, we are going with 25% of our balance. So if we lose this, we have three more strikes, three more chances. I'm fine. So it's as if it's going to be a losing trade, but no problem. So I'll tell you what I usually do when things happen. Hey Yadav, how are you? It's nice to have you here. Thank you so much. So that's a losing trade, but no problem. We'll just move on. Now, normally we should have a reversal because we have this Marabuzu candle, but it's not a problem if you lose one trade. So now we'll go back to 25% of what we have left. You understand? We'll reduce the amount. So now you see now over here now, there's a decision being made to actually break this level, and we can go to lower time frame to find that decision points. If we go to lower time frame, look at it. Okay, you can see we found the decision point down here. So let me mark this quickly. Here's the decision point. So mark this. Trading in front of the whole world is very, very. But the thing there is, I really want to do it. I really, really want to do it because over time I'll be doing a lot of it. Okay, fine. You can see this momentum just continues after this entry. We have another Marabuzu candle here, but I'm not going to take another trade here because there's no reason to take any other trade. So let's look for another opportunity, a very good one. Okay. Okay. Yo, bro, good. Yeah, Ziva. Thank you so much. It's nice to have you here. Thank you so much. Those are my people. It's nice to have you here, Ziva. It's great to have you here. Seriously, I'm so happy to have all of you here. Thank you so much. If you are just joining us, just say hi in the chat so that I can shout you out, basically. And if you are yet to subscribe, please click that subscribe button. I'm so glad you're here. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers before the end of this month. I know we can do it definitely. So let's look at this market right now. I'm seeing some few things that might be very interesting. This is a kind of basic market structure. So the first thing I'm going to do now is to mark the seller's entry. So we have a seller's entry here. We'll mark the seller's entry. Now I'm going to mark the buyer's entry, but not in the way everybody thinks you mark things. This I'm going to mark it. Why do I mark it things like why do I mark the buyer's entries like this? I'll explain. Usually when you're marking buyer's entry, thank you so much, Ziva. I really appreciate it. Now when you're marking your buyer's and seller's entry, look at this. You mark it's like an average of everything that is happening. So I can see some other things here. There's a doji here. We'll mark that doji quickly. So the first thing is to just mark things out, like have a feel for the market. Basically, we know that when price comes down, goes up, comes down, this is a fake out, then goes up again, comes down, goes up, comes down, then goes up. We're generally in an uptrend. You can see we're generally, yeah. Uh, please tell us 10 seconds before you enter the deal. Oh, okay. All right, no problem. I will announce it ahead of time. No problem. Okay. All right. So over here, right now, we have this price action going up and down, and this is a basic market structure. Now, the thing there is, inside this basic market structure. Now we have a doji candle, but this doji candle is not that kind of doji candle that a ranging market gives you. Yeah, this is a big range. You can see we're in a big range, but this particular doji candle is not those types for ranging markets. You understand? This is in a trend. You can see we have downtrend and uptrend. So price is probably going to come down right now. Now, what we are waiting for is somewhere around this down area where we can take a very good trade. We know that if price breaks this doji, we can go with the buyers. But before we do that, let's go into lower time frame and look for a very good entry, a clean entry. I found one down there, but I want to see. Okay, we have a clean one down here. You can see there's a very clean supply here. So if price comes into this supply area now, we can take a good trade. Price is almost getting there, but I'm going to wait for price to close inside this place. Then we can go with the buyers. We can go with the buyers right after this candle. Now, somebody will be asking, like, why are we going with the buyers with seeing this long candle? You see, this long candle is an exhaustion candle. If it keeps going down like that, the better our chances. But I'm also going to wait to see if we have a gap down in favor of the buyers. Then I'm going to be looking at this AUD NZD. Okay, so I'm looking at my big screen right now. I'm going to go with the buyers after this because this is a long exhaustion candle. You understand? And I'm expecting the buyers to come in after this. So if price goes down again, I'll take more trades because I'm very sure about this. You understand? If price comes down to this round number, I'll take double trade again. You understand? So let's see. If it goes down again, I'm going to go with the buyers. So I don't expect the sellers to come in again after this exhaustion candle. So let's just wait for our results. Let's watch our trades play out. Okay. Okay. Let me take one more here. I missed that round number. I was going to take one under this round number, but now you can see. Okay. Oh my God. Now we almost lost all our balance here right now because of this push to the downside. Now I really don't know why this push happened after this exhaustion candle, but it's all right sometimes. When you make losses like this, you just need to understand that losses do happen in the market, and that's how the market is sometimes. Now that momentum was a very strong one. I wasn't expecting this candle to actually be. I was expecting a retracement after this, especially breaking this doji with the exhaustion candle. But it's all right. It happens sometimes. Now I'm looking at this, but I'm not going to take this trade. Because now it's clearly a very strong momentum, and they've made a decision to break all these levels. They made a decision to break all these levels right now. You can see, so no problem. There's another gap up here, so the price may actually retrace after this because we also have another doji here that was broken, and this is actually a third touch, but this is not a valid third touch actually. So I don't expect too much from this area. Now you can see now we've lost how many times now we've lost more than twice now. The first trade and the second trade is a loss. Now let me tell you what I usually do most of the time. If I take losses like this, usually I will just stop trading at this point. Instead of like losing your whole balance, the best thing you can do, just calm down. Because you see, with this balance right now, you can still go back to break even and you can still make a very huge profit. But you have to be able to put your emotions under control. Now, this is where a lot of traders they just lose control, they just lose their psychology, and they just blow their accounts. Somebody might be wondering, like, actually get back to 50. You understand? But you need to really, really calm down. Another thing we need to understand is, you see, when markets happen like this, it's an opportunity for you. Let me explain. You see, this movement cannot happen unless you have what? Unless you have another block down here. Let me clear this and I'll remap the whole market. You see, let's focus on this movement for a while. You see, this particular one, this particular area now is another block. Usually I'll mark my other block with this color. So anytime in my charts you see this kind of things, you understand, is another block. Now right after the other block, you have what? You have this fair value gap. Usually I don't mark fair value gap, but if I ever mark it, this is the color I'm going to be going with. Now why do I do this? Sometimes you just want to know how, like, what's happening in the market. You understand? Now the thing there is, inside this other block now we have an opportunity. Remember, we were coming from a basic market structure. Let me bring it back. So now we'll redraw it like we did the last time. Since we have more information, we'll make it tighter this time around. Now you see, inside this other block there's an opportunity. If price comes back there, we can still take a good trade. You can see in the lower time frame now there's nothing here. Then in the lower time, we'll go back, we'll go lower again. Now we found an entry. You see, this entry is very, very strong. Why? Because we have a doji. We have a doji. It's as simple as that. So over here now, so I'll mark this entry. So I'll mark it as a lower time frame entry here. These are, I mark my lower time frame entries. You can see over here. Okay, we have another entry up here. Let's mark it. Now, one of the things that actually happened the last that previous trade was, let me call it, sometimes this thing happens called overconfidence. When you're very confident in a particular trade and you know over leverage. Now it happens to a lot of people. It happens to all of us. You get the gist. But the thing there is, it doesn't mean that's the end. No, it doesn't. It doesn't mean that's the end of you. You know, if you take losses like that, try and compose yourself. If you need to take a break, take a break. It's fine. You understand? The best thing you can do for yourself at that moment is take a break and come back to the market. Always find the courage to come back to the market, and that will really help you a lot. So let me check the previous market where we were. Okay, I remember this was the first trade we took. Price just went up. Okay, fine. There's no opportunity there. Let me just clear this because I'm not going to be using this again. Then I'll remove it from the favorites. Right now, this is what we have in our favorites. If price comes back into this area now, we have an opportunity. We can take the trade. Let me adjust this on my big screen so that if price comes back, we will be able to take a good trade. Okay, fine. Okay, so let's check for more opportunities. If you have any questions, please feel free to share it in the comment section so that everybody can benefit from that section. Your nice question. Now I'll be going with 50% because the balance is very small, basically. But we are going to look for a very good entry. We're going to look for a very good setup. So I'm not going to be in a hurry to like make my money back. No, that's revenge trading. We don't need to do that. We don't need to prove anything to anybody. You understand? Like I said, it is your money, it's your risk. You understand? So the best thing you want to do, you really, really want to have a good feel for the market. It's as simple as that. So you really don't have anything to like to prove to anybody. No, you don't have to. It is your money, it's your risk. So the best thing you can do for yourself is to calm down and look for very good entries. Look for the best entries you can find. You understand? And if it becomes a profit, fine. If it doesn't, then you regroup again and you keep finding the best entries. It's as simple as that. I'm looking at this area because that's where the market is right now. I'm trying to see if there is a decision point. Though there's a decision point here, but because of this momentum now, I'm not going to take any trade. So we're not going to go against any momentum. So we'll just continue to search for best entries. So I'm looking at this market now. Somebody said the other day that how do you like find a very good entry? The thing there is you just look at the markets and you keep searching, you know, for your best entries basically. Now, if you don't see the opportunity, then you don't take the trade. It's as simple as that. Okay, let's keep checking. You can see it sometimes it might take 20 minutes, sometimes it might take 30 minutes. Now, if you are the type that really like to, if you are the type that really like to just search the market, you know, decode things, yes, you really enjoy it. And one thing I always tell people is that you need to really, really like analyzing the markets. Just analyze the markets. Don't do anything else. You know, you really need to enjoy analyzing the markets to be able to do this comfortably. You know, because when the process becomes fun for you, oh, there's a good opportunity here. There's a good opportunity here, but we're not going to jump at it. Okay, the trade already happened. This is a doji, and we're in a ranging market. You can see this is the kind of doji I'm talking about. When a doji creates a ranging market and price breaks it, you can take this trade. This trade is a good trade. But I think the market is about coming down now. So we can't just take any random trade anymore. This range might be over already, but no problem. We will look for another one. Let me mark it in case we come back to the market. So I'll mark this as a favorite. So we have two markets now. So we can toggle between those two markets right now. Let's keep checking the markets. I'm looking for a very good thought breakout. That would be amazing. Okay, this first touch high, second touch high. But let's check the overall trend of the market. Okay, the market is a big range, up, down, up, then down. So the market, so the market movement should be upwards right now. If they can come down here, that would be nice. I can see this market sequence of two red, then green. We have two red, we have another green happening right now. So if we have two reds come down and break this area, we can use that market sequence. We also have two reds and green after this. So okay. So if we have two red candles come down right now, we can go with the buyers. So we can combine it with that market sequence. Also, I'm not just going to base on that. I'm going to look down here and see if we can find a demand area down here. So let's go to lower time frame and see if there's going to be a lower time frame entry for us. Okay, I can see this week on week here. Inside this week on week, I'm expecting to see something there. Okay, fine. You can see my students already know what week on week is. A lot of my students know what week on week is and how to take advantage of it. So over here, so now this is going to be our lower time frame entry. These are our assurance that the buyers can come in if they touch this area. I'll mark it as a lower time frame entry. So you can see now we've almost lost our balance, but we are not giving up on the market. That's how the market should be. Oh, this is another third touch up here. I didn't see that one on time. This is another third touch here. Now I don't know if we have a supply up here, but let me just check. We have a week on week up there. Let me see. Okay, fine. There's one here, but it's far away. But I'm gonna let's see. Especially if we have a confirmation like gap up and the market doesn't like behave weird. If market behaves weird, if okay, it didn't happen here, so no problem. Okay, we have this market sequence of two green, then red, two green, then red comes after. We have another two green, red comes after. But I probably won't take this trade. Why? Because there's a gap down. Now if we have if we have an exhaustion candle here, that would be nice. If it just comes down and close somewhere down here, we can take a trade right on this lower time frame entry. Hey Victor, how are you? It's great to have you here. Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for everyone who is joining us currently. If you are yet to subscribe, please click the subscribe button. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers before the end of this month. Seems like an impossible task, but I know that with God all things are possible, and you guys can do it. So thank you so much for subscribing. Shit. Okay, okay. If we can have that red candle come down, that would be nice. Let's just see. If we can have that red candle come down, that will give us that third breakout here. Then we can go with the buyers after this. So let me just check my big screen to be sure that okay, there's one more entry right below. There's advantage in actually using a computer to actually trade. There's big advantage actually. Oops. But the thing is, I really enjoy trading on my I really enjoy trading on my phone because it's very fast. Actually, it's way faster than I would have done. Now I have this bunch of market sequence. I could have traded them, but I'm choosing not to trade based on the market sequence. Basically, you understand? Because we cannot just base our trade on market sequence alone. No, we cannot do that. You understand? We cannot do that. What we can really do. Victor was asking if I have a trading target. No, I usually don't set a target. Usually, what I do is if I have 4 straight back-to-back wins, I'm out of the market. Now, also, usually, if I'm not trading in front of everybody, then I'll probably be out of the market, considering the fact that I made some significant losses already. You understand? But the thing there is, if usually like 20 minutes in the market and I don't find an entry, I'm out. You understand? I'll just be out so that I can refresh. Basically, I could have taken this trade, but I wouldn't, and because of this gap up actually, I'm waiting for this. And if this does not happen, no problem. You understand? It's not a problem. You can just leave the market, and it's all right. Let me check the previous. Okay. 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 The doji actually worked, but it did not work here. Now you see, when you have this kind of market, there's another opportunity. Why? Because this is a well-respected area in the market. On that, right somewhere down here, the price comes down here, we can go with the buyers. So let's go down and check for that decision point area. Okay, there's one down here, but that's not the one I'm expecting. If we don't find any other one, then we'll just take this one. So let's check S15. This is the one I'm looking for. This is the decision point. Okay, so we'll mark areas. We'll mark both of them as a lower time frame entry. So if price comes there, I think price is coming there already. Okay, let's go back to M1. So you can see. So we have 2 entries here, and it coincides with this demand area. You can see this demand area. So we're not going to overcomplicate things because I'm not trading based on the demand area now. I'm trading based on this lower time frame entry. If price comes into here, so I'll put a notification here on my big screen. I'll put a notification very close by, so that if price comes there, we can take a very good trade. So let me. Where were we? The pair that we are in. That is what I want to know. That's good. Okay, you're welcome, Victor. Thank you so much for that good question. If you have other questions, you can put it in the comment section. You understand? If you have other questions, you can put it in the comment section. I'll try and answer your question on the fly, like that. Okay, so let me check where we were previously. Oh, okay. This is not where we were. I think. Oh, where's that touch area? I thought I marked it already. Okay, let's just keep searching. I thought I marked it as favorite. I've not marked it. Oh. Okay, let me just search around. I know we'll find it. Okay, is it this one? No. Should mark this. Oh, we missed this trade. Come on, look at that trade I just talked about. This we'll be waiting for. Oh, we missed the trade. Come on, we missed the trade. See how beautiful that trade was. That lower time frame entry, you can see price came there and just rejected. I've been waiting for this trade since. Okay, no problem. It happens like that sometimes, and you need to understand that anytime things like this happen, don't feel perplexed. It's one of those things. It happens. Yes, you get the gist, but it's all right. Let me now. Usually, you see when things like this happen, it's very tempting to want to like find an entry, like enter into the market and see how you can take another trade. No, don't do that. See, trading is there's a whole lot of psychology involved in trading, and I don't want you to get caught up in the web of these brokers, because you see most of these brokers, they know how emotional people can be, and the natural mindset that we human beings have. Hey, love learning, how are you? It's really nice to have you here. Yes, finally you made it. It's nice to have you here. Yes, so there's a whole lot of psychology going on, when you take your trades. So the best thing you can do for yourself is not to get caught up in the web of this. Now I'm going to take this trade, and it's going to be based on the fact that we have market sequence. Oh no, this gap down. I wanted to go with the sellers, but this gap down. No, I'm not going to do that again. I'm not going to do that again. It would have been nice if I do a little this common point of rejection, but I don't think it will work here, so I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. You understand? I was planning on going with the sellers, but when I saw that gap down, it's time to just abort. And if you look at this closely, this might just be a kind of double bottom. So the price may just start going up right now, and it may not recede, it may not come back. You get? Now, anytime you see double bottom and you have an entry that is against it, double bottoms, any reversal signal in the market is as good as having a momentum. Don't trade against it. Don't. All of you saw the way trading against the momentum just worked now. It was bad for just like few minutes ago. Trading against the momentum is not good. Don't do it. Yeah, we have a gap up here, but I don't have other reasons to go with the sellers again. You understand? Yes, we have a gap up, but no other reasons to go with the sellers. So I'm not going to take the trade. And like I said, we have this double bottom. So it may just be a trap. You understand that it will look as if it's coming down, then next thing, or maybe the last 10 seconds to just go up, and we'll just lose the trade. It has happened a lot of time. Yes, yes, it's nice. It's nice that you're seeing the session right now. Thank you so much. Um, So basically, you can say what I was just saying. You don't want to be caught up in this kind of web of up and up down, especially when the buyers and sellers are fighting for a candle. Don't be caught up in their web. No, don't do that. Just look for very clean entries. It might take a while. Yes. Let's check the other markets to see. Okay, fine. I think price is coming down. Okay, now you can see now we have a momentum, but this is a weak momentum now. It's not a strong momentum. Is a weak momentum. You understand? Now, if it continues to be weak like this, we can take this trade. So let me. If the momentum continues to be weak like this, we can take the trade. And also the fact that the only thing that usually stops the momentum is demand and supply, and this area is already a demand area. So, and combined with the fact that we have a weak momentum, we can take this trade. You understand? So now, if that green candle happens, it means that that weak momentum has been broken. So definitely we can take the trade also. You understand? So let me just refresh this quickly because I just make some adjustments. Okay, on my big screen. So this is how you take your trades, and you need to be aware that losses will happen, but the way you respond to those losses will determine what kind of trader you are, basically. So I don't want you to get caught up in that web of no, this, I lost my trade. No, if you have taken, usually what I do is when I take two losses back to back, I stop. You understand? I'm not saying you should do that. No, I usually, this is not financial advice. So your decisions are yours, but I really would like you to know what I do on a personal basis. These are the things I do, basically. You understand? And a lot of my students know this already. Now, if you like to be my sign up for the Barter-Pro mentorship, um, click there's a link in the description. It's a Telegram, is my Telegram channel. You can send me a direct message on Telegram. The direct link is on the Telegram. You just click it. I'll be there to answer you. I may not answer immediately, but I'll definitely personally send you a message, a reply as soon as I can. So you can just click the link in the description. It's a Telegram channel. Just click on it, and you can ask for more details about the mentorship. Basically, um, I'm still waiting for this. Let me put a Okay, fine. I've put a notification here already. So let me check my big screen quickly to see if I'll put a notification somewhere here too on all the entries. Okay. There's one trade that's about to happen, but I'm not going to take the trade. But I want you to see it. Is this Euro GBP? Now there's a demand area down here. There's a demand down here. But you see this momentum now. It's similar to that same momentum that we lost to initially. This particular one, if you remember. Now I'm not going to take this trade. Why? You don't trade against the momentum. You can see it's even giving you gap up in favor of the sellers. That tells you that you should not take the trade. No, don't do it. Now you may still have a green candle, or you may have a reversal, a pushback. Don't do that. Don't take the trade. No, don't. So you end up missing out on a lot of good trades, and don't bother about it. Okay, fine. I can take this trade now. I'm going to take this trade. Immediately enters this entry, we're going in. Immediately it enters this entry, we're going in. I'm not going to hesitate. First, we have a weak momentum. Then secondly, now we have a doji. It's an indecision candle. You understand? So it tells you that the buyers and the sellers, they are active around this area. You understand? So it's a kind of healthy trend now. We can take this trade and expect a rejection once passing to this place. So we'll be taking the trade. Yes, Victor, that previous this was a liquidity sweep. It's still going to go back up. If we really check back, let's check on it now. You see, it's a liquidity sweep. It's still going to go back up. But the thing is, you don't know when it's going to go back up, and because you don't know when it's going to go back up, it's better to not risk it. You understand? So that's why I ignored this trade and not take it. I knew there was a demand here. You can say I marked it already, but because you don't know, and you have to combine reasons. And if there are some reasons not to take the trade, you may need to pay attention to it, basically. You understand? It's as simple as that. Okay, we have this exhaustion candle, but I'm still not going to take this trade. You understand? Let's just look for a very good entry, a very good trade. Let's go back to that market where, okay, this one. This is the one we're going to take. So the thing there is, anytime it barely just touched it. It has not even touched. Okay, fine. We take the trade now. So it's as simple as that. Now, anytime you have a conviction to take a trade, take the trade. You understand? You are not going to. The outcome is not in your. Is not. It's not for you to decide. Basically, your own is to take the best trades and let it be, and watch your trades play out. You understand? Because there's a whole lot of hesitation that happens in the market. I understand that part. But the thing there is, anytime you find an entry and you are convinced about the entry, just take the trade. Just take it. You understand? You are not in charge of the outcome, or like, okay, fine, I don't know what will happen. Yes, nobody knows what will happen. If you knew what will happen, you probably wouldn't take certain trades, or you only take trades that would yield good results, basically. And that's what I want. If there's anything I want you to take from this today's life, is that when you have your entries, take it. You understand? It doesn't matter what anybody thinks, or no, it doesn't matter. It doesn't. At the end of the day, you see a very good trade, you take it. You understand? But waiting for your entry is very important. It's very, very important. You understand? And waiting for very good entries. Look at since The market was around this area before this green candle happened. When we were waiting for this trade, we waited 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can say about 6 minutes of waiting for a good entry. That's what waiting for good entry is basically. uh, no, this is not hacking. There's nothing like hacking here. You saw me lose some few trades. You're very funny. Yes. You saw me lose some few trades right now. You get it, just hackers don't lose like that. You get it, just. But that's how the market is. You get it, just. And we have, look at this now. The reason why we took this trade, basically. In fact, let me give you. Let me just take a screenshot so that I can post it in the Telegram channel. Now, let me explain this trade basically. Over here, look at this. We have this doji. This part, you see this area. This is doji range. Let me mark it again. Let me clear all this. You see this area. This is a doji range. This area is a doji range. You understand? So all from this area to this area, this is a doji range. Anytime price breaks a doji, you have what? You have an opposite candle. We already established that, in previous lessons. You get the gist. But we are not going to just base this trade on this doji range. No, we are not going to do that. We need more reasons to take, and these are more reasons. Look at this. This area, this whole area, like this. Let me mark it again. You see this whole area is what is a. This whole area is a demand area. Demand area. But inside this demand area, we have two entries. You can see two good entries that have high probability of retracing the market. So we decided to go with it. It's as simple as that. You understand? And that's how we take our trades. That's how you wait for the best entries, basically. You understand? Now let's see if the other trade is about to happen. If it doesn't happen, I might need to stop this live trade right now, because I didn't even think I would stay here for too long. Okay, fine. There's no opportunity here. There's no opportunity here. Okay, the opportunity has passed in this particular trade, but no problem. So let's see if we can find one more trade. That would be nice. And if we don't find any other trade, it's okay. We can just leave the market. We'll be all right. So, this is a good one, but I wish I have more reasons. If there's a gap down, I would have taken this trade. If there was a gap down, I would have taken this trade, but no gap down. No other reasons to take it. Though this is not a third touch. It looks like a third touch. Actually, it's not. It's not a third touch. There's multiple touches on this level already, but this exhaustion candle, if I have a gap down, I've taken this, but I'm not going to take it. I don't have any good reason to, any other reason to go with the buyers, so I won't do this. But let's see if this will have a green candle here. Normally I probably would have taken the trade. Oh, okay. I probably have taken the trade somewhere down here because of this week on week. Okay, we have that green candle. Fine, that's what I expect to happen, but we are still not going to take the trade just based on that. No. So sometimes you will miss out on very good trades. It's all right. You can miss out, no problem. You understand? It's all right. Now, what we can do here now is we can go to lower time frame, because you see that area, this place is looking like a decision point trade. There's a decision point somewhere here. Let's look for it. Oops, I've not found it. Okay, there's one up here. Let's mark it. The price comes to this place, but I suspect there might be another one. So let's check again. Oh, this is the one I'm looking for. This is the one I'm looking for. See? Now, if price comes to this one, these are bread and butter. So let's just mark it. as a lower time frame entry. I'll mark it as favorites. Then let's go back to M1 and wait. You understand? That's how we wait for the best entries. Okay. Victor was suggesting that sometimes we can consider longer time expiry and enter. Yes, sometimes you can do that. Really don't know. Like for example, if I taking 2 minutes over here now, you can see it will go up, then later it will come down, we'll lose. So usually I just wait for the best entries. Now over here now, this is a well respected area of support in the market. This area you can see price broke it. There's a decision point up here. If price comes into that decision point, we take a trade, we win. This is a better one. You understand? So we have to always wait for the best entries. So in this one now, what I will do is I'll put a notification. Let me show you. I'll put a notification right above this area here. I'll put a notification here. I have my big screen in front of me, so I'll just put a notification there. You understand? So if price breaks that area, it will alert us, then we'll take the trade. Yeah, I'm about exiting this live trade because I'm already gone past the normal time I should trade. Okay, I guess this is what we'll do. We will do a second part for this live session. You understand? If you are in the chat and if you are in this live session, please, and you are yet to subscribe, please click the subscribe button. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers as before the end of this month. So I know it seems very daunting, but I really want us to achieve this. So thank you so much for subscribing. And if you're okay, fine. I think that okay, our trade is about to happen. We have some action. That's good. Yes, we are going to take this trade. Oh, this is going to be nice. This trade is going to be nice. Let's just go for it. Come on, you are not there yet. We still have 32 seconds, so let's see. Oh, it's rejecting. Come on. I didn't expect to reject like that. Oh, you did get there. Wait, let me see what happened. I know it was maybe S15. Oh, there's a week on week. Let me see S10. Ah, we still have. Okay, no problem. It didn't give us the entry, but it would have been a very fantastic entry. It didn't give us the entry. No problem. Now, if you really want to, if you really want us to have a part 2, if you are really interested in a part 2 of this live session, indicate it in the comment section. Let me know. Sometimes I might be thinking maybe my viewers want something, and at the end of the day, they may not actually want it. So if you're really interested in it, maybe in the next 2 days, or maybe probably by tomorrow, we can do another one. To be a continuation of this particular live session. So if you are really interested, indicate in the comment section. Let me know. Basically, so that I can prepare ahead for it. It's probably going to be around Sunday evening or midnight. Yeah, maybe around the same time. Let's just see how that goes. You get the gist. I'm really waiting for this trade. Now, are we going to be having red green pattern? So we have a gap up in favor of the sellers. If it comes up here, especially on this round number, this round number has 2 zeros. That would be a very good place to take a trade. This might be our last trade for this live session, and if it doesn't happen, I will probably have to close up the live session. But let's just see if the price will come here. I'll put another notification here. Just if price comes there to alert us again. So let's check let's just run through all the. Okay, there's no more opportunity here. Let me clear all this, or let me just leave it. No, let's clear it. I'm not coming back to this market, so I might as well remove it. Let's check this. Okay, this is the one we're waiting for. Let's check this also. Okay, we're very far from where our entry is here. What about this? Okay, we already took this trade. This is a very good trade. Very good one. And you can see this doji also worked here. It's very nice. You can see price broke the doji to the downside. We have an opposite candle. We broke it to the upside again. We have an opposite candle. That was really nice. Very, very nice. If price comes here again, we may have an opportunity. Though it looks like a QM, but it's not a clear QM, so I'm not going to take any trade here. Let's just wait for this. Let's see. Now, see, anytime you have an entry up here, there's one important tip I want to share with you guys. Anytime it's building up momentum, it may just push past your entry, and that will just you'll be wondering, I've been waiting for this trade since. Yes, it happens like that. So be aware of such, because market behaves like that sometimes. You understand? Our next true very strong area is this supply area. Let me mark it as these are I mark my supply areas. I'm expecting sellers to be inside here. You understand? Now inside this supply area, we can go down to the lower time frame to find a very good entry, like a fresh. It's like a fresh supply inside the supply, something like this. So we'll mark this as a lower time frame entry. This is going to be the next entry. This is going to be our next very strong entry. We'll just mark it. We'll go back to M1. We'll extend it. Then we'll go to lower time frame here. We'll mark it as this. You can see now. So we have an entry down here, but I won't trust this entry because of the way the market is behaving now. You see this ranging red-green pattern? You understand? I'm not going to trust it again. No. Yes, it's turning to the downside, but I'm telling you, you may hit one strong demand down here, especially here. You may hit this demand down here and just push. Go past this one and go for this one. Now, if it goes for this one, we can take a trade here, but we cannot take a trade here again. No, we cannot do that. Now, it may still get here and still retrace, but I kind of doubt it, basically. You understand? And I'm not going to sit in this right now to like wait for all this. So I'll be closing on this. I'll be closing this live session. Let's see if there's a demand down here, because I suspect there's a demand down there. Okay, fine. Look at this. There's a demand down there. This is the demand I'm talking about. It's an internal demand. So a 30 seconds demand. Is it? You can see it's side is week on week. You can touch this demand now and begin to go up. You get, so that's how to read the markets. I know a lot of my students already, they don't have problem with things like this. You understand? They don't have problem with it at all. It may just reject, but I don't have enough reason to take this trade. I would have gone with buyers, but no other reasons except it's just a demand. No, you cannot take a trade like that. No. So you have to know when to take a trade and when not to take the trade. You can see, just push past it. That's what I'm talking about, basically. So let's end this session right now. If you have not joined the Telegram channel, the link is down below. Please join the Telegram channel, because I'll be posting when next we are going to be having the next live in the Telegram channel and also on YouTube. So if you are yet to subscribe, please subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, guys, for staying with me. I know it's been a while, but thank you so much for staying with me. If you have any questions, I might take just 5 minutes to answer your questions before I actually leave. You understand? Gem World, thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate. Ultrasound, you're the bomb. Thank you so much. Gloria Simba, I really appreciate. Yeah. Thank you so much for joining us. This is so nice. Yada, thank you so much. Ziva, Victor Tunde, thank you so much. Love learning. I'm so glad you are you made it this time around. Thank you so much. It's so nice to have you here. It's so nice to have you here. Yes, please give this video a like. If you've not liked this video already, please give me a like. I'm so grateful for you guys. Thank you for your support, and thank you so much for helping so far. It's so nice to have you guys here. um I'll be closing the curtain right now. If you have any questions, you can put it directly in the comment section. um Anytime I can come into this comment section and answer your questions as soon as possible. So thank you so much for joining on. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.